What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. I'm gonna do a keynote on documenting the journey. Okay, hold on. Let me just get nice and professional. Alright. Let's use. Bro. You know what they say. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of like lay it all out for you guys. Okay. So, documenting the journey. Guys, the first thing that I want you to do when you're documenting your journey, I want you to ask yourself, who is it for? Okay? Who is it for? Who are you doing this entire documentation for? Is it for yourself? Is it for your audience? Is it for your brand? Is it for, friends and family? Is it for distant family? What are you documenting your journey for? It makes coming up, not so much coming up, it makes it easier to document when you know why you're doing it, who you're doing it for. You see what I'm saying? If it's for your brand, then there are certain things that you may not want to document. There are certain things that you may not want the world to know about you because you're trying to portray or you're trying to, put forth your professional self. You know what I'm saying? So, while it's all great and stuff to get in front of a camera, like for me personally, what I do is I document my journey for myself. So you might see this years in the future from when I actually made the video. But this is actually just for me to look back on and say, hey, look, this is where I came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the progression that I made. Because a lot of the videos, it's about kind of the common things. Like I have a Chilling for Vic documentary. Okay, Chilling with Vic documentary. It's a whole segment where I get in front of the camera and I just chill. I talk about all types of stuff. I talk about football. I talk about the Lakers. I talk about real estate. I try to motivate. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes I get in front of the camera and I cry a little bit. I don't give a fuck. It's not for you. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the world to see. Yeah, it's out there if you want to see it. Go ahead. But the documentation is for me personally. You know what I'm saying? It makes it a lot easier for me to put out content. That comes to our next thing. 2. Gary Vee talks a lot about this. If you follow Gary Vee, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? Content versus document. Con shit. Content versus document. I hope you guys can read my handwriting. Content versus document. When you're creating content, you're essentially putting out information, whether it be educational, whether it be a sales pitch, whatever it is. When you put out content, you're pretty much hoping that the person will see your content and be able to, achieve the goal that you put it out for. For salespeople, it's put out the content to inform the market about their product, and then hopefully land on their landing page or their squeeze page and buy some shit. You know what I'm saying? So the difference between content, in my eyes personally, in my opinion, the difference between content and documentation is content is really tailored. Like tailored information. Whereas documentation, you're just recording it the entire time. You're just pretty much recording everything. Okay, and now, is there a problem with that? No, that brings us back to who you're doing it for. If it's for you, then bro, just keep the camera on all day long. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you're documenting. Some people make a documentary of their life. Some people make a documentary of their sleep. Some people make a documentary of their passions, their goals, their ambitions, their journey. See, I make a documentary on my journey to 30. That's actually what my podcast is called if you want to check it out. No jokes. It's called The Journey to 30. Vic's Journey to 30. Okay? And that's exactly what it is. And the reason why it's like that is so that I don't ever have to limit myself to what I document. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever have to limit myself to what I'm documenting. The documentation is for me. So even if you see it, it doesn't matter. If you do or don't see it, it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the only person who was meant to see it is me. That's it. It's just me. You see what I'm saying? That's just the truth. That's the truth right there. If you're documenting your journey for your audience, then of course you're going to tailor the content towards your audience. Of course you're going to hold back some shit. A lot of you guys won't swear. You see what I'm saying? So for me, it's different because when I'm documenting the journey, it's just for me. No one else needs to see it. I don't give a fuck if you see it or not. Okay? I was 2. I was 3. What is your form of recording? And I'm just gonna write this like super quick. Form of recording. Form of records, okay? Right there at the bottom. Form of records. And what I mean by that is, what is your form of recording? What is your way of documenting? For me, it's video. For me, I just get in front of a camera, boom, and then I can extract everything, go back and read it later, go back and maybe, grab a few thumbnails, whatever, go back and extract the audio, stuff like that. Okay, maybe your form is audio. Maybe your form is written. I can't write for shit. I used to. I used to be a really good writer. For a kid, that is. But what you don't use, you lose, right? So pick a form of recording, whether it be word, whether it be images, whether it be Bebe quotes or whatever. Sorry, it's my wife. Bebe quotes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be video, small, sniggets, wiggets, you know what I'm saying? Like small things, like little clips, like when you're, hey, what's up, YouTube, how's it going? You know what I'm saying? Bam, you just turn them off. Whatever your form of recording is, take that and just start documenting. Just start documenting. Okay? Whatever it is, take that and just start documenting. Because if you start today, 10 years from now, when you look back at all of that content that you made for yourself or for your audience or for your grandkids, you're gonna live forever in that content, man. The internet is forever. And if you're on it, you'll live forever with it. Alright? So go do your thing. And remember, yeah, boy, Vic. And I'm out.